What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Miss Meek, and you are officially in Meek's Room. Today, we're going to be talking about a brand new show that I'm reviewing on my channel for the first time, y'all. Bad Boys, Texas. Yes, sir. We about to get into this thing. Y'all, these boys showed up and they showed the F out. First of all, let me go ahead and just say that I did watch season 1 of Bad Boys LA, and it was good. Some of the cast was getting on my nerves throughout some of the, the season, and I kind of tuned out some of the episodes, but I did watch the majority of it, and it was pretty good. But some people I feel like did not deserve to be on that show, okay? I.e. William W. Ennis. Like, why was he there? But anywho, this time around, we on season 2, and Natalie is bringing all the boys to Texas, baby. Man, we got a range of dudes on this cast that is crazy. I feel like they did their thing casting these guys on this cast this season because, baby, they did not disappoint. So let's go ahead and kick this thing off and get into it. Okay, so in the first scene, we see Natalie Nunn. She coming out the bank like a bad bitch, getting in her little SUV with a whole bunch of money she putting in her purse. And she's in Lima, Ohio, going to go pick up one of the cast members that we ain't seen on our screen in a long time. I'm talking about Orlando Brown, y'all.
Look at you and look at me, little nigga. You what it do, I'm what it be, little nigga. Till my shoe from my knee, little nigga. I'll air out all your little ones I see, little nigga.
I ain't seen Orlando Brown in forever. I used to love him on That's So Raven. I grew up watching that as a child. He also played in Major Payne, one of my favorite childhood movies of all time. My uncles used to always put that movie on for us all the time, y'all. I love Major Payne. And the last we heard of Orlando Brown was that he was in and out of jail and getting into some legal issues, and also he has a drug addiction, and also due to the fact that he was a Disney child star, you know how all of them turned out, okay? I.e. Raven and Demi Lovato. Hell, even Miley Cyrus, Hannah Montana. Okay, all of them turned out kind of crazy on the low. But it's good to see that he's making a comeback and he's still getting booked, honey, because we end up finding out that the reason why he was in jail in the first place was because he was booked for a movie that was set in Lima, Ohio. And as soon as I saw that on my screen, I'm like, nigga, I ain't seen Lima, Ohio on TV since Glee was out. That was my shit. I was forever watching them kids singing up in William McKinley High School, okay? But I'm like, what the hell is he doing there? But he was shooting a movie, and he got into it with the director of the movie, and he's the one that's pressing charges against him. So he's in some legal trouble right now. Your boy was basically talking about how he was in jail, and he was doing bad. And he literally told us, y'all, on camera, that he was making noodles in the same toilet that he was using in his cell.
I'm like, goddamn, you dirty bitch, you dirty bitch, you dirty bitch.
I love the realness of it all, but damn, we did not need to know that, my nigga. But one thing about it, Orlando Brown knows how to entertain, baby, because them confessionals had me dying laughing the entire episode. Oh my God. We gonna get into all of that, okay? Because them faces that he made are priceless. So he gets out of jail and he gets in the car with Natalie, and they talking about how she pulled up with 7 Suburbans and all that, and everybody in the town looking like, yo, the president of this bitch, what the president doing here? And you know Natalie got to get her shit off. She got to boast and brag and floss and all that stuff, throw her money in everybody's face, talking about how the people in the jail had to pull out the money counter for all the bands that she brought in, because she brought in 25 bands to bond him out and all this other shit, whatever. Man, whatever, Natalie. You still look a hot-ass man with your tight-ass outfit, girl. All the money in the world couldn't buy you an outfit that fit. So they talking in the car, and she's telling him that they're about to take him over to go get his ankle monitor because he has to wear an ankle monitor. And that his PO said that he doesn't have to take a drug test. But then she drops the bomb on him and lets him know, like, well, look, we about to go see your lawyer. And the look on his face. He said in a confessional, excuse me, what? He wasn't ready for that. So they go pull up on his lawyer, and he talked to the lawyer talking about, what happened with his case, and that he's getting charges pressed on him against the director of the film that he was filming for, which is why he was in Lima, Ohio in the first place. And his lawyer's like, look, man, we can talk about all this later. I'm gonna need for you to go home and take a bath. You gotta get your funkified ass the fuck up out of here. And he was doing it too. He was weak. He was laughing with the man, but he was serious. He was dead ass. He was like, look, we can talk about this later after you get that jail stank off of you, because you was funking up my office. So then we see Natalie take Orlando to a nice little 2-bedroom apartment the whole Zeus Network had hooked up for him. And she was like, go ahead and take a shower. We got you some clothes. We got everything you need. Just go ahead and handle your business and hit me up when you're done. He was like, all right, bet. So he ain't waste no time. He got his funky ass up in that shower. And he came out with a new outfit on. He was looking good. I was like, okay, he cleaned up nice. So he goes and leave out the door, and he's on his way to go get ready for the promo shoot. And we see him getting a haircut, getting nice and right. And Natalie comes in to check up on him and lets him know, like, look, we're about to get ready for the promo shoot. So when you get ready, after you get your haircut, come on downstairs. There's going to be a black truck waiting outside to come pick your ass up. So he was like, I bet. So they get to the promo shoot, baby, via a private jet, okay? Because Natalie had to make sure she let us know and she's balling, okay? So they came through on a private jet, her and Orlando. And then we see the promo shoot and all the guys all coming together, all looking good. They pull up in their cars. One nigga pulled up on a motorbike. I was like, okay. Your boy Jonathan, big bully badass, he pull up with his hair truck and he ready to get into some things. Because I'm going to get into his ass in a minute, honey, because he popped off this episode. But we going to get into that. They shooting their shots and everybody pulling up. We see Relly Rel. That's my boo. I love Relly B. He was one of my favorites last season. Then we see Anthony. He's back on this season again. He was on this last season. He was kind of getting on my nerves too. He was another one I felt like shouldn't have been there. But he about to get boom bop popped in a minute. We're going to talk about that. So after the boys finish up their shoot, Natalie pulls up in this big-ass tour bus, and she jumps off looking like a roll of Reynolds wrap. It's giving aluminum, okay? But she jumps off the bus, and she tells the boys that this is Bad Boys Season 2. We're doing it big in Texas, and she wanted to do a promo shoot to see what they giving. And then she gives an introduction to Orlando Brown, and he comes out doing his little stank leg dance, talking about, so what's up, what's up? They clap it up for him. So next up, we got Razby from B2K, y'all. Oh my God, I ain't seen him in a minute. I used to be a B2K fan back in the day. I went to the Millennium Tour back in 2019, and I had a mother ball, okay? But he's going to be a castmate on this season, and he's turning up. He said he is living for the Lord, okay? He is a man of God. And he's just going to lead by example, and he talks about in his confessional his past with the alleged SA that was going on back in the day, okay, with Chris Stokes. We all know about it. We all heard about it when he came out and blasted everybody, him and Marcus Houston. But yeah, he talks about that a little bit. He said he's, going to overcome it and, be a stand-up guy, stand up for what he believes in. It's good to see that he's in a positive space, but I hope that he doesn't have no type of PTSD type, episodes that come out in the season, because everything that happened to him that he talked about was involving him and his group members and his manager. And now that he's in a house full of boys, you know what I'm saying? Guys his age, his peers and stuff like that. Everybody fighting, there's tension, there's drama going to go on in the house. I really hope that it doesn't affect him and that he can stay in a positive and healthy mental state. But like he said, he outside and he said he ready to turn up and it's hunting season. So next up, we got Carry On, a.k.a. Texas Wood. He steps up to the plate and he starts telling everybody how, he's back for another season. He ready to do this thing. And they show a clip from last season when he got into it with, what was that dude named? Mo B? I don't know, Mo something. Carry On questioning if he was gay or not, because he was like, yo, you keep asking me about my sexuality. What's up with that? Like, you questionable. You looking a little sus right now. And I agreed with him in that moment. So I felt him on that. And your boy took offense to that and hit Carry On or whatever. He sucker punched him or whatever. And Carry On was like, we eat those. I was like, damn right, Carry On. Represent. But yeah, he did get his ass whooped a couple times last season. I ain't forget. But anyway, so he's talking about, he back for another season. He representing Texas and he gonna show everybody that's his town, where he from, and he gonna be a stand-up nigga and he ain't taking no shit this season. So let's see how he coming, y'all. Y'all do know that he's Kurt Franklin's son and that he talked about his issues with his dad last season, about their, estranged relationship. And he also brings up that he got into some legal trouble last year, which was all over the blogs, about him being involved in some type of murder and him being pulled over by the police in said person's vehicle with the murder weapon in the trunk. So it was a lot of stuff going on around Carry On's name around that time. But he tells us in his confessional that all that stuff was capped. He got his name on everything and he got all his paperwork to back it up. So he's ready to leave all that stuff in the past and live it up and turn up in Texas. Texas wood, nigga. So next up, we got Anthony from last season. Like I said, I didn't really like him. He didn't really do much last season. He was really quiet and in the corner. And he just acted real scary. Like, he couldn't fight when he did fight. And I didn't really mess with him too much. But anyway, he's back. And he's talking this shit in his confessional about how these bitches don't want none with me. And these bitches can never. Nigga, you don't ever. You don't ever say anything. You was always quiet last season. He talking about, well, this ain't LA, you can't run me, and I don't have 1 million followers, but I got $1 million. Like, bruh, okay. Boy, bye. Get your Fendi Prince on face ass out of here. So next up, we got Mo City JB with his fine self. He comes up in the spot, and he tells us in his confessional that this his city, this where he from, and his name hold weight round there. You can ask about him. I say, okay, JB. Yes, sir. He's my eye candy on this season, honey. He is cute with his long hair. Mm-hmm. But he tells us that he here to have a good time and don't start nothing, won't be nothing, and he ain't nothing to play with. Next up, we got Prince from Love and Hip Hop Miami seasons 1 and 2. We haven't seen him on the TV screen in a long time, but he tells us he's still doing his thing, still being a young, fly, flashy nigga, and he's always gonna rep Miami Dade County 305 till he die. He also tells us that if anybody try him, then he with the shits because niggas think shit is sweet, and that is not the case. But the way he said it was kind of, sweet.
You're so sweet.
Because, everybody been thinking that Prince was a little bit sus because of the whole situationship that he had with Bobby when they was always fighting and arguing all the time that whole season. Like they was in some situationship, some bromance, secret love type shit. I don't know, but everybody was sus about Prince ever since that shit went down. And then you coming on this show, so it's like, I don't know, Prince. And if you are, ain't nothing wrong with it, Prince. It's okay. If you a sugar nigga, just say that. Like, you talk about, only bitches. When they asked him at the auditions if he was gay or straight, and he was like, nah, only bitches. Like, nigga, who you trying to convince? You or us? Because we know. We know. And on top of that, Jonathan bitch your ass talking about the only way you gonna get in if you give me your shoes right now, you gonna walk right up there and give him your shoe off your feet. Nigga, that was bitch made. Like, what? And we not gonna act like we forgot that you got snuffed by Tory Lanez, my nigga. It's giving sweet.
You're so sweet.
Bitch, next up on the docket, we got Jermaine Dupri's little brother. Yo, who casted this nigga? If you don't get your welcome to Hotlanta money ain't a thing looking at the F up out of here. The whole time this dude was talking, I was looking at his teeth and his hairline. Well, the hairline that does not exist. It is not existent. Child, it is faded. My nigga, I'm faded. Your boy hairline look like an ultrasound, bruh. Nigga. That nigga hairline look like it's in his 3rd trimester. How old is Banger? Them teeth is gang banging. Talk about Banger. Only thing he banging is them teeth. Child, he talking about he a bad MFer and he is a bad boy and he got stabbed in the neck, stabbed in the back, and shot 5 times. God damn, 50 Cent. It don't sound like you go bang. It sound like you get banged up. You and your teeth. Cause they both taking a beating. But he tell everybody that he ain't no punk, ain't nobody gonna push him around, and he that motherfucker, and this is city, and all this other shit, and everybody like, yo, you need to calm down. You know what I'm saying? They getting tired of hearing that this my city shit. And he gonna say, well, like I said, ain't nobody gonna pump me, this, that, and that's number 1. And he's real sassy, honey, real sassy and shicey. I'm gonna call him too shicey. Cause he give me shicey vibes, yo. I don't know about this dude.
But Pooh, you know I'm really shicey.
So next up, we got Chef D. I have seen some of his pictures circulating online. I know he was with Saucy Santana. They used to be together and they broke up. They had a messy breakup. But I used to see him in pictures and I was like, oh, he is cute or whatever. But as soon as he opened his mouth, I was just like, ugh. His voice do not match his face. Oh my God. But yeah, he's a celebrity chef and he getting money. He getting to the bag. It's a couple rich bitches on the show now. I say Chef D, probably Jonathan getting to the bag. And Anthony, he claimed he getting to the bag, but I don't know. But I would say those are like the top dogs as far as getting money. You know what I'm saying? So he starts telling us about how it's his first season and he wants to show everybody who he really is and show off his personality. And he doesn't want to just be known as Santana's ex-boyfriend or whatever. And he's ready to have fun. And if anybody mess with him, he gonna have to show off them hands and show them hands. Them hands are deadly. But we see a clip of him at the end of the episode for next episode. And them hands were looking like they was windmilling. Them hands was windmilling, baby. They didn't look too deadly, okay? But we're going to see what it's given this season because he's a big, tall dude. Maybe he can handle his own. So I'm going to hold my thoughts for now. All right, so next up we got Big Lou or No Baller. I don't know. Lil Baller. I don't know. He's supposed to be from Miami too, 305 Dade County, he said, represented. And he is already like getting on my nerves. And he said in his intro that everything about him is going to make you irritated. And that's exactly what you give it, baby. But yeah, I can tell I don't like him already. Him and Too Shiesty, aka Banger. Okay, bang bang. Yeah, I can tell I'm not going to like these niggas already. But we see a flashback of his audition tape and he tells Natalie that he is that nigga and he don't care and anybody can get it. And he runs up and hits one of the other dudes that's auditioning. So he ends up getting this ticket and that's how he got on the show. But I don't think he deserved his spot either. Like I said, I don't like him. And he got Wally Bop Boom Bop too. We'll get to that at the end of the episode. Yeah, so next up we got Relly B. He's back for season 2. I really liked Relly B last season. He did have some moments that irritated me, like he was fighting people that I feel like he shouldn't have been fighting, and the way he was doing it, he was kind of sneaking people, you know what I'm saying? But I fucks with Relly B. Y'all know where the money reside, okay? And he can fight low key, so I want to see what he's giving this season. Hopefully he ain't with that jumping shit, and he ain't with all that, stealing off on people when they're not looking, sneaking people and stuff. I hope he changed that, because I really did like Relly Real, but he did get on my nerves with that last season. So I'm glad to see him back. Even though his ass done got into some legal trouble, honey, that he can't talk about because he said it's an open case still. And he shows us his ankle monitor. Oh my God. So we got 2 crazy ass niggas on the show that got an ankle monitor on, honey. Him and Orlando Brown. Child, I cannot. This cast is messy. But he tells us that he ain't got no problem smacking the hell out of you. And that's word to his ankle monitor. Okay? And last but not least, Natalie introduces the big dog, Texas cornbread fed Jonathan, y'all. Oh my God, the big brawler. Y'all already know who he is. He don't need no introduction. Like he said, he ain't got to do no explaining. We know about Jonathan. He set the whole season off last year. I can't believe he's back. I'm so excited he's back because I know he gonna shut that thing down. I wish he would have did the whole season, but baby, this is going to be a ride. Do you hear me? He did not disappoint because he set this whole season off and ended this episode with a bang, y'all. We're going to get to it, okay? But for those of y'all who don't know who Jonathan is, he's a celebrity hairstylist and he does all the girls on Instagram, all the Instagram models and rappers, and he does everybody hair, okay? Him and Eric and Tay, them 2 top niggas. Jonathan gets to the bag. So I will give him that. He all about his paper. But when it's time to bang out, that nigga got hands like your boy off of Fantastic Four, okay? When he get to swinging, it's clobbering time. Y'all niggas better get the fuck out of Jonathan's way, okay? Because when he comes through, he laying niggas out like it's a strike, okay? He coming through like a bowling ball on you niggas. Y'all better move out of his way.
Bitch on big dude.
They show a montage of all his clips of him fighting, baby. It will never get old, okay? Jonathan is one for the books, baby. He goes in the Bad Boys Hall of Fame forever. So then he gives his little, confessional speech about how he do what he want. He a bad boy, and that's why he a bad boy, because he do whatever the fuck he want. And he does just that on this episode. So then Natalie, she tells the boys, look, Y'all not gonna be all up in the house, cooped up, acting a fool, fighting and all that. Y'all thought y'all was gonna be sitting down chilling, right? Nah. That's not what we doing. We going on the road, and we gonna take y'all out to Houston, then we gonna take y'all to Austin, and we gonna end this thing in Dallas. We gonna get this money. And everybody like, oh, snap. And Jonathan tells the boys like, all right, y'all better play nice, because y'all might not make it up out of Dallas now. Fuck around and won't make it out of there. Don't mess with the big dog. And Natalie asked the boys, okay, so I just want to know who gonna be in charge of this thing? Who gonna be the leader of the pack? And everybody like, ain't nobody gonna be in charge of me, woody woo. They start talking, and Jonathan walks right up. Me, I am him, and he is me. I am the leader of the pack. Y'all better not play with me, okay? This is my state. I know grounds. Come on, baby, don't play with it. Not Jonathan laying down the ground law. Child, y'all better not mess with Jonathan in his state, man. Y'all done messed up now. Natalie knew what she was doing when she casted everybody and sent them here. You ain't slick, bitch. And Jonathan talking about he got ops there, and he ain't playing with them. So, child, speaking of ops, Natalie is telling the boys bye, and she about to get her aluminum tinfoil ass back on the bus. Honey, before she can even lift her leg up to get up the stairs, baby, Jonathan took off and ran across the parking lot and attacks Anthony from the back, baby. When I tell you it's clobbering time, he swung on that boy and he slammed into the tour bus. Oh my God, yo. It sounded off like a bomb, yo. Oh my God.
I really miss my nigga.
Everybody going crazy. They trying to run and break it up. Security right there, and they trying to break it up. And they say, you see Chef Boy RD, him and his sequence, he comes flying across the parking lot, and he hits on Anthony too. He jumps in the fight, y'all. There was no need for that. Jonathan was already putting his Mufasa paws all over that nigga.
Said, nigga, are you dead? My nigga said, yeah.
Yo, but the best part was when Orlando Brown in his confessional, he gonna say, what the fuck? Why are they punching people? Oh, you must not know where you at, my guy. Baby, everybody's running around frantic trying to break it up. And Anthony, you hear him going off saying, and you ain't do nothing though. And you ain't do nothing though. You ain't even do nothing. And Jonathan, he going off, running around talking shit. And Chef D, he talking shit. And everybody trying to figure out why he even jumped in and why did Jonathan even tag him in the first place? And why did Chef D jump in it? Like, what? It is straight chaos. So everybody is like trying to break it up. And Jonathan, he looks right into the camera. He says, welcome to Bad Boy Season 2, bitch.
I'm a gorilla in a fucking scoop. Gonna pull up to the zoo.
So he goes in his confessional and he tells us that the reason why he stole off on Anthony like that was because he had a problem with the fact that they were friends and he went behind his back and booked Rio a section in his club for $300 or whatever. I was like, dang, he had to name the price. But basically, Anthony had did business with Rio behind his back, knowing that Jonathan is not cool with Rio. And to him, he feel like that's a snake ass, op ass shit. So he had to handle his. And I'm like, damn, Jonathan, I get that. But that could have been handled in a conversation. You didn't have to sneak him. Like, he ran up on that boy, and he didn't even see him coming. It was so crazy, y'all. It happened so fast. He got his ass. I ain't gonna lie. But I just feel like it was completely unnecessary. And plus, like, Anthony was saying in his confessional that you not gonna tell me who I can do business with, my nigga. Like, yeah, we cool, but that was business. Like, I can't pay my bill just being friends with you off your friendship, nigga. I gotta pay my bills. I gotta do what I gotta do, and this is my business. So I get where Anthony was coming from as well. So I don't know. I just feel like this was all a miscommunication. It could have been handled in a conversation. But Jonathan is setting the tone, baby. He letting the boys know what is giving this season, okay? And it's giving hands. So next thing you know, Jonathan runs off and gets in his truck, okay? Got something for your ass in the trunk. He goes and he gets into his hair truck, and Relly B, he comes over there and try to talk to him like, yo, what's going on? And what was all of that? And woody whoop. And he's in the, truck with him, talking to him. And Jonathan, he gets upset. He cuts the truck on and he trying to back up and reverse. And he about to run people over. And he telling everybody, shut up. I don't give a, get out of my way. Security going crazy. They trying to stop him and stuff. Like, he telling them to move out the way. And Orlando Brown, he's standing on the side looking at everything like, yo, what the f is going on? Where am I at? And I thought I was crazy. He said to this confessional, Jonathan was like, move, bitch, shut up, bitch, I don't care. Beep, beep. And he was in the truck backing up, trying to run people over. Jonathan was wilding out. He was doing way too much. Even Relly B in his confessional was like, yo, we was in the truck and Jonathan started backing up. So we about to get the hell out of here. He said, what the hell going on? And then you can hear Anthony and Chef D, they're going off still, going back and forth. And Jonathan gets out the truck and takes off his jacket and he trying to square up again. The security blocking him. Like, they really trying to talk to him. So then Relly B trying to go to Chef D and calm him down. He was like, yo, y'all shouldn't have did him like that. You didn't have to jump in it. Jonathan was already handling him. So it was no need for you to do that. And Chef D was like, nah, I don't care if it's on site. It's on site. When I see him, I'm going to see him. And he was talking all that mess about me. And I don't care. And Relly B was trying to, talk to him, but he wasn't trying to hear him. He wasn't listening to him. He says in his confessional, look, Anthony been talking about me on the internet for about a year. I ain't never really said nothing to him because I'm a real boss nigga and I don't respond to bullshit. It's just when I see you, I'm going to see you. And for Relly B to tell me that I jumped in it or whatever, or he feels some type of way of how I handle it, like I ran up on him and I fought him after Jonathan did. So if you want a problem with me, what's up? You want something too? Where the fights reside. I was weak when he said that, but he was wrong for that because you did not run up on Anthony when he was done fighting him. You ran up on him when he was fighting him in the midst of it. So you did jump him. Technically, that's a jump. So I don't rock with that. I feel like that's lame as fuck. That made me feel like you ain't got no hands. And we're going to get to that, like I said, at the end of the video, because that clip for next episode, it says something different, baby. It says something different. Where do your hands reside? He know he was wrong for that. But Anthony's on the side talking to Raz-B, telling him that them hoes couldn't handle them on their own, by themselves, one-on-one. That's why they did what they did, and they weak for that, and it just shows how, bitch made they are. And I agree with that. That was some sucker-ass, flaw-ass shit, for real. And Raz-B, he feeling bad for the boy. He like, damn, I feel bad for Ant. Like, he seemed like a cool-ass dude. That's messed up. Chuck D, he over on the other side still talking shit, talking about y'all hoes better pick a side, because we gonna get it in every day. You gonna get beat up every day. And Orlando Brown is looking like, well. And he walks off the camera. Boy, that shit was so funny. I love him on the show. And Relly B, he steps up to Chuck D. He was like, look, this ain't season 1. We ain't with that jumping shit. Like, we ain't doing that shit season 2. And that was messed up. He was already getting his ass beat by Jonathan. You didn't have to jump in that shit. That's when Big Lou, his little scrawny ass, he come over there talking about some, man, that won't jump it, man. That won't jump it. That's not what it was. If that's your boy, then you should have jumped in and helped them or whatever. That's not how we get down. And I'm like, where all this animosity coming from? You ain't got nothing to do with this. You ain't got no dog in this fight. Like, why are you even talking right now? He's just trying to show out for the camera, get his little moment. But that was completely unnecessary. And Relly B, he looking at him like, yo, that's what it was. Like, did you not see what I saw? Bruh. You was standing right there. We all saw that. So Big Lou and Relly B, they start getting into it, going back and forth. And Chuck D, he's defending himself, saying that's not what it was or whatever. But I still feel like he jumped him. Y'all tell me in the comments what y'all think. Was that a jump or no? Meanwhile, while he over there running his mouth, Anthony is now over there talking to Banga, a.k.a. Too Shiesty. Okay, bang, bang. He over there popping his gums, but he over there popping them gums quietly, though. I did peep that. And I also peeped your boy Too Shiesty slip back that he had going on. Yo, oh my God. Why? Just why? Just why? Please get this man off my screen. Oh my God. But anyways, he says in his confessional that he doesn't like the whole gang up thing and being, jumped and jumping people because he grew up getting jumped and getting ganged up on. So he don't really like that. He said he's going to have to speak up and say something about it and address it in the future. And I don't blame him because that was wrong, y'all. It was wrong. So then we flash over to Jonathan, and he's still going off talking about that he had to handle his, and Anthony, he always be on some fake ass shit. And when he did the whole thing with Rio behind his back, that was the last straw for him, and he had to show him what's up. And then we see Big Lou, he come bring his scrawny ass over there because he saw the cameras over there where Jonathan was at, trying to get some camera time, y'all. He is giving me thirsty. But he go over there talking about, yeah, man, you good, man? What's up, man? Yeah, man. Fuck what everybody talking about. You jumping niggas, and man, you ain't jump nobody, man. Fuck what Dorelli talking about, man. Da 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 da. And Dorelli said, "Oh, I heard my name. Let me go over here and see what's going on." He was like, "Look, I ain't handling niggas the same way I did last season, okay? I'm handling niggas differently this season, and I can show y'all better than I can tell y'all." I was like, "Come on, Relly V, yes, pop off. We want to see it." So he approached Big Lou. He was like, "Yo, what's up? I hear my name." And Big Lou was like, "Yeah, cause you over there talking about he jumped that, man. He ain't jumping, man. He ain't jumping, man. That's how we get out, man. Like I said, if that was your boy, you should have swung too. You should have swung too." So then we cut to Big Lou's confessional, and he's telling us that he was trying to tell Relly B there wasn't no jumping going on, but Relly B wasn't trying to hear that, and he gonna come and walk up in my face with his bat rude chest and get all in my face like he trying to get some straightening. Ain't none of that going on, player. What going on? I was like, bruh, if you don't get out of here with that fake ass Jamaican accent. Like, what? So he said that he pushed Relly B back to get him out of his face because he don't play that. As soon as he pushed Relly B back, bang, bang, Relly B uppercut his ass and then started working him. Boop, 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 boop. Baby, Relly B was tearing his ass up. Jonathan standing right there watching it like, oh, snap. And security run up, try to break it up, and it cuts off, and that's the end of the episode, y'all. Yo, the season premiere was so crazy, y'all. Oh, my gosh. I got my whole life. I lived for this episode. 10s all across the board. That was a hell of a way to start off a show, okay? Y'all tell me what y'all thought about the show, and let me know what y'all thought about the whole Jonathan versus Ant and Chuck D situation. Do you feel like it was a jump? Because I do, but let me know what y'all think about it. And tell me how y'all feel about seeing Orlando Brown on the show. I was a little iffy about it at first, but he might be a good fit. You never know. He was looking shooketh when all these fights was going on. Maybe he's not a fighter. Who knows? Because in the next episode clip that they showed us, when we see Ant confronts Chuck D about why he jumped in the fight between him and Jonathan, and they get to banging again, and you just see Orlando in the cut again looking like, what the hell is going on? Where am I at? Like, if I had the Twilight Zone. But Chuck D, you were talking big and bad to Ant, like you was going to really bop his ass up, but it looked like Ant was actually holding his own in that fight. I don't know. We'll see next episode when it comes out, y'all. But like I said, drop down and get your eagle on in the comments. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode. Tell me what y'all thought about my review. And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to my channel. Trying to get my subscribers up. Okay, baby. Make sure you click the like button before you click off of this video. And hit the notification bell button so you can get the drop every time that I drop. I love you guys, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.